Hello and welcome to this guide about how to use X.borg in Mobile Legends. X.borg is a fighter hero that deals true damage with his flamethrower. A few of the pros of X.borg are his high true damage, his strong area of effect damage skills, and that he's able to recover HP or armor by picking up these supplies. He also has some cons. X.borg is a lot weaker without his armor. High burst damage heroes can take out his armor fast, and very mobile heroes can dodge his flamethrower and ultimate easily. Let's start with the passive of X.borg. His health consists of two parts, his armor and his HP. When he loses the armor part, he's able to jump a small distance. Afterwards, he can't cast his ultimate, he gets a ranged basic attack, and his skills are a bit different. He can heat up enemies by using skills which is indicated by this bar. If the bar reaches maximum temperature, the target drops supplies which can be picked up to recover HP and energy. Skill 1 is his main source of damage. Casting this skill with his armor will deal damage to all enemies in a fan-shaped area for 2 seconds. If the enemy is heated up, this skill deals true damage and also slows the target by 10%. When X.borg lost his armor, this skill has increased range but decreased damage. Skill 2 will shoot 6 fire stakes to the ground. After a small delay, the fire stakes will return to X.borg. This will drag all units and the supplies with it. When X.borg doesn't have his armor, the range of this skill is increased but the width is decreased. Then he also has an ultimate which can be very powerful. By casting this skill, X.borg charges towards the location to deal physical damage to all enemies surrounding him for 3 seconds, while also slowing them. X.borg will explode afterwards to deal true damage that's based off the max HP of the enemies. He's also able to explode right away when using his ultimate again. After the explosion, X.borg loses his armor. More about how to use these skills properly and which combos you should use can be found in the gameplay plus tips and tricks part of this guide. Choose the fighter emblems with points in HP, physical attack and spell vamp. I suggest you choose the following items for a well-balanced build between physical attack, cooldown reduction, movement speed and defense. In this guide I'll play X.borg as a jungler and therefore use retribution. If you don't play him as a jungler, I suggest you pick Flicker so you can jump while casting your ultimate. Okay, so when you play as a jungler, always choose the buff where the little wander spawns. You need to kill it right after the buff to obtain extra gold and XP. Buy boots and level up and maximize skill 1 first, because this is your main source of damage. Minions don't drop the supplies, but monsters do. This makes X.borg a lot more durable when playing him as a jungler. After the buff is killed, move straight towards the little wonder. This will add 92 gold, which is a big amount in early game. When you play as a jungler, try minimizing attacking the minions in the first 5 minutes, since you will steal gold and XP from your allies. Just kill the monsters as quickly as possible and use retribution whenever available. Like you see, I've reached level 4 in less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. Try to position your ultimate right and use it again to explode right away. If this ensures you deal the true damage against all enemies. When you lose your shield, you should play carefully and try to get the shield back as soon as possible. This isn't really hard as a jungler, because all the monsters will provide you with supplies. Aim the flamethrower where you expect the enemies to be instead of where he is now. Always try to stay one step ahead. Also, when you lost your armor, play defensive and move backwards while using your flamethrower. X.borgg is just a lot weaker without his armor and can be killed quickly. Try to get the War X as fast as possible. This will help a lot to increase his damage. It makes it easier to make kills or clear the jungle. CC can really help X.borgg to deal damage, so he can be a great pick if your team picks a few heroes with strong CC skills. Make getting your armor back your main objective when it's gone. This will increase the likelihood of surviving, so you can keep farming. Now I bought the War X, and this will make X.borgg really dangerous. Like you see, I try to lure the enemies towards me so I can burn them down with the flamethrower. When the enemy outnumbers you, you should just move backwards, because most of the time they will play aggressive. X.borgg is the strongest when he moves backwards with his flamethrower on while enemies are chasing you. X.borgg can cast his first kill without having to stop with walking. Use this in your advantage and always keep moving. It's also very easy to solo the turtle, since it keeps dropping the supplies. When you play as a jungler, try to steal the jungle monsters of the enemy. This is a great way to increase your gold while slowing down the farming of the enemy. Use the following combo. Always heat up the target first with skill 1. Try to get it to the max heat before using your ultimate. This will help to drop supplies so you can gain your armor back a bit faster. After using your ultimate, you almost always need to play defensive and get your armor back up. If there are enemies or monsters around, first use flamethrower to drop the supplies and then skill 2 to drag them towards you. I've cut a part of the gameplay because the video gets quite long otherwise. In late game, positioning is very important. Try to attack when an enemy gets CC'd, so it's easier to get the bar up, so you deal true damage and get supplies. The items also increase your movement speed, which makes it a lot easier to position well. Try to stay at 8 stacks from the war eggs to get the increased movement speed buff. I really hope this guide helped you to become a pro X.borg player. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I'll try to answer it for you. Thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you again in the next guide.